coming.
Who keeps coming?
The demons. The demons.
Demons? Demons aren't real. They're parables, metaphors.
Then what the fuck is that?
YouTube, and this is the end or the one of the last videos for Angels and Demons month. This month has lasted kind of 2 months, really just one. But this is my first 2013 film to do, so I'll be looking at the remake or the quote-unquote reboot of Evil Dead. Now, one of the few things that like people, I guess, liked originally about the project or this film is it's produced by Raimi and Bruce Campbell. So that means that the film is probably not going to be altered too much. Anyway, here's the short story of what the movie's about. This like girl looks like she's in her early 20s. Is like has a major drug issue. She's like been to rehab and all this. So she decided that she's going to go back to her old family's cabin and just stay away from drugs completely and have just like be deserted where she can't even call up someone and say, hey, meet me out here because it's gonna take like 3 hours. So they're not gonna drive out that way. So she gets two of her friends and then her older brother and his girlfriend is come down there for, I think it's a week. Kind of, watch her, and if, just make sure she stays on track. So anyway, her and her brother, they're not the closest. So that kind of plays into the story some. But anywho's, so they decide to stay there. One guy, well, the one thing that I forgot to say, which I should have said at the beginning, there's this intro that shows the exact same cabin where they like burnt this person who was possessed by a demon, and they burnt this person within the attic. Okay, going on to now. Okay, so the group of friends, the little like attic door or a basement door opens up. They all go down there to check it out, and they find the Necronomicon. Even though in this film it looks a little bit different than the original series. So one guy, while he's just like looking through it himself, decides to read passages, which is kind of dumb because in the first one, at least it's excusable. Nobody actually read it; they just played a tape and it conjured up the demons or whatever. So when this guy conjures up the demons, they get the druggy girl, they tree rape her, and then she's the one who first becomes a demon, then kind of spreads it amongst the others. That's pretty much the story. I know it's a shortened down version, and it's a little bit different than the original. So it's my view. The film is really gory, and it's extremely gory for like a major film. So that's kind of a cool thing. So one of the things that I thought that would have been corny, but it would have been kind of like, yeah, is as if at the end of the credits or like right before the credits, there is a thing that says, "Don't do drugs." because like it seems to be like an anti-drug movie almost, because they're saying this girl's a druggie, she has habits, so she brings all of her friends down and her family down with her because of her drug problem. So maybe the writer was actually trying to do a drug message. I don't know. I'm just saying. One thing that I kind of liked about the film was that intro that showed that there was some history at that house. Now, to me, I still think that because of that, you can bring in what happened in the Evil Dead original and now tack on this film and just call it, like, I guess, Evil Dead 4 or Evil Dead 3, however you want to call it. And I think it would still have worked relatively, There was a little bit different of what the book does and all that. There's some really cool scenes in it. I can't dog on the film too much, but I really do not like the term reboot. I do not like the fact that it's called Evil Dead. I wish it was called something else. Like, I'm going to wrap it up pretty much here. I think it's a really entertaining film. I think a lot of fans are going to like it. Even the original Evil Dead fans are going to like it, because most of the effects are still practical. There isn't much CG used. The CG used is the type of CG that, like, you really can't tell right off the bat what was CG and what was not. But it doesn't have that original kind of comfort of the first film. I think the characters weren't as developed as well. But still my rating is going to be affected based on the fact of the title and what it's trying to do. Because, like, to me, whenever you remake something, that's like basically saying, forget about that original, we're just going to wipe right over that, and, like, this one's better. But still, this film was a surprisingly good film. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 demons. See you guys next time.
What's your pleasure, Mr. Cotton?
The box.
Take it. It's yours. It always was.